They say the biggest fight you'll ever be in is the one within. But I've never felt like much of a fighter. I grow tighter when my fists go up. Plus, I think that a fight has to have a winner. And I'd probably be the one they call a quitter because I give up 8 days a week. You're weak. They've told me since I was born backwards and a month earlier. And that didn't exactly mean that I was ready to be alive. 5 hours after I was born, they told my mother I had such a slow blood flow that I shouldn't have a beating heart. They told my mom that I was probably a mistake and I shouldn't be living throughout the week. No, my mother told them, my boy's a fighter and he will make this. I don't care what he needs to succeed, but he will because he's my boy and he will fight. I had to fight outside of the womb, had to make room for my own existence in this instance. I'm still not exactly sure I was born to be a fighter. When I was 9, the school that I called mine had actual bullies where the boys who formed and grouped and had a clan were dominant figures in the principal's office day after day. They would say things and do things to get them into detention, but had no intention on stopping what they were doing. Now they would just bully me all the time. They would toy around with me, leave me in a bad mood with no more money for food. And I wanted to fight them so bad, but my mom would tell me, no, you're better than those boys. You will fight them with your mind and not your fists. So I had to fight others. Mothers would let others just come at me during class, and so I had to convince myself that I was a fighter because my mom wanted me to be so, and so I tried, but I still have a hard time believing that I was born to be a fighter. So when I went to middle school, the bullying did not stop, of course. Cool, I told myself. When will these jerks stop? When will the perks of being a wallflower be plentiful enough for me to be comfortable in my own skin? Now, see, I didn't exactly have the best time because people would insult me for having honors classes, you know, being in band, wearing glasses, and insults wouldn't fly over my head. They would hit me in the face. Placed me in what I know were my first thoughts of depression. In succession, I had shitty times in band because the drumsticks would be literally stolen from my hands. And you know, I couldn't play handball against the wall with my friends in peace because the jocks kept coming. And again, I wanted to fight them with my fists. Mom, no, get me out of here. But she would tell me, no. I want you to stay and fight because you are better than these boys. You will fight better with your mind than your fists. I still came home with bruises in a horde. My win-loss record was 0 to an uncountable number. And so I had to keep convincing myself because my mom wanted me to be a fighter that I was, but it was hard to think that I was born a fighter. Now when I moved, I had the smoothing of my skin, it had ended because there were more scars to make now. See, when you're the new kid, it's not exactly cool unless you have confidence or by coincidence know someone. I would be attacked mentally in the schoolyard, I would be attacked physically in the classroom, and it wouldn't stop. Now, when I was in high school, I tried and I joined football to gain some respect, but you know, the jock boys are mainly there, and they still want to knock the nerds on their backs, and I'd wish, and I say, let me say that not a day goes by that I wish that I had broken a bone in my body or that stars had shone in my head from a hit because, God damn it, I would not quit. Good, my mom told me. You have finally won a battle and I'm proud of you. But she left that alone. Now she thought that I was definitely born to be a fighter. Both of us had believed at this point that I was born to be a fighter. But the story doesn't end there because I just won one fight. And even if you've won just one, it doesn't make the past look like an undefeated schedule. Alas, I still had to fight the battles, put the cattle in my head, drive them away, the sad thoughts, put them away, wipe the tears away from my bed, from all the bad days. See, I still have bad days. And people give me ways to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, you're not good enough to move on. So I have to keep telling myself that I'm a fighter from within. And my mom is at a distance. And she's telling me words of love and not war, but more words of war do I require, however, because I'm still staring into the mirror. And I'm not sure the person on the other side of that reflection was born to be a fighter.